We got the man using a knife, heat gun, and staple gun. He's done some upholstery work on these boxes. He's helping me out here, getting everything all set up and ready. I'm coming behind him and finishing up. He's done a few steps, little bit of the process, and then I'm coming behind and doing the other stuff. When he gets all caught up completely ahead of me, then I'll have him start doing these corners as well. Whatever I am lacking, I'll just have him fall in. That's what we've started doing there. I had him folding the backs over, stapling them, folding them over here, stapling them. He got all of them done. Every one of these boxes are done like that. So now he's coming behind and doing the end pieces on all of them. And if he catches up, like I said, if he catches up to me before I get them all completed like that, and this stack over here and this one here, then I'll have him come in and start making these seams on the corners and finishing those corners out one step at a time. This is the first time he's ever done anything like this, so I figure if he does a whole bunch of the same thing repetitively, it will sink in and stick with him rather than just do one all the way through, because then the next time he goes to do the next one, he still will probably be a little, what did I do last time? But if he does a whole bunch of these, like doing a whole bunch of the back and then do a whole bunch of the sides, then he come in and do a whole bunch of these seams all at once, doing a whole bunch of a certain thing like that in a row, it will definitely sink in, and it's just better for learning rather than going start to finish on a whole box like this. It's just a lot to take in whenever you're doing a whole box for the first time. So a whole bunch of the same thing all at once is going to really help it sink in and stick with him. So definitely some different stuff that he's not done before. We are running 2 staple guns. We got the little Trax gun right there and the heat gun, of course, to soften the carpet up and help it bend over these edges real nice. And we are running the Crane power tacker right there, and another heat gun and a Cool Glide. I'm using that on the front of each one of these boxes. I'm using the Cool Glide on the front and on the front seams, so we don't have staple marks in the front of it, and the back and the sides, I'm not worrying about it. I'm just going with staple gun. So all these boxes will stack up and make a set of steps, so you can see about how much of each step will be showing. So I'm wrapping my Cool Glide tape around the side about a foot, maybe a little bit more, probably about 1.5 feet, honestly, around the side there, and not shooting any staples, and probably to about right there, honestly, probably about a foot. But anyway, all these sides are going to be completely concealed once they're all put together. So honestly not too concerned about the sides as much as I am just the front. So again, that's why I'm using the Cool Glide method on all the fronts, making it nice and pretty. Using Cool Glide tape, like I explained a while ago, on the front of this. This is one of those tools that sit in your toolbox most of the time. I've only used it a few times, but again, it's something really awesome to have in your arsenal. This is making wrapping this box is so much easier, taking so much strain off your hands. It's wonderful. It's just great using this thing for this. I can heat that tape up right there, grab a hold of the carpet, and pull it. Here, see that move nice and snug? No puckers up top while I got it pulled tight. I'm gonna roll it in the Cool Glide tape, son. This is obviously a loop pile carpet, but I might say, whoa, that's kind of dangerous using that on that kind of carpet. Well, I've done a handful of boxes with this so far, and I've only pulled 2 strings out of how many ever boxes I've used it on. So I'll take those odds to just pull a little spot like that twice out of all of them that I've used it on, and it has definitely definitely saved my fingers faux show. So I will take that any day. Well, that makes the third one right there. I just did another one. I'm hitting the daggone board under there. There we go. Hitting a joist under there. Boy, it pulls tight. And that's exactly what you want. You want to pull it tight so that when you make this turn right here, it don't try to pucker up right here on the front of it and cause you a little wrinkle or pucker right here. You gotta have this pulled real tight so it stays flat there. Looky here, right here. So this is the third string I've pulled. See that? I can simply snip that right off. What happened was I tried to get right here and my claw hit that board and it caused it to snag. But outside of that, it don't do any damage or anything, and it is definitely a lot easier doing that than it is taking your thumbs. Come right over here so you can see this. Than it is taking your thumbs and pushing down real hard like that to make a nice tight bend and shooting staples here, or in my case using the Cool Glide. So it's a lot easier to do that than it is to do that with my thumb. So if you don't have one of these, go get yourself one. It will come in handy at some point in time, I promise you. It is the Crane Stair Claw, if I ain't mistaken. Alrighty, we got all of our boxes wrapped and stuff like that go in between these steps. We now have this side done of steps. Once I get these all done up, then I'm going to put one solid piece to cover this edge piece here. I'm not going to try to fold all those down. I'll just do a couple inches like this over the edge and then cut me one piece to fit all that. What we're doing, I'm doing all these steps separately, one step at a time. See what McCain is doing right there? We got our glue on there. Put just a few staples right down at the bottom of my riser there and push the carpet backing into the riser after that's done. And then we heat it up right here where the bend is going to go. That way this adhesive gets a really good tack because the carpet is limber. Absolutely no contact cement on this entire job. And we have tons and tons of upholstery here. So this is a wonderful method. If you guys have never tried it, by all means, get yourself a heat gun and do exactly what we're doing here. Heat it up on the bend and it will flop over there perfect. So I'm working on the little faceplate right here. Turn around there. This is what I'm working on. So rather than spreading glue on this and taking a chance on getting it here, I get my piece cut to size and I simply smear some glue on the back of the carpet. And I am a lot less likely to make a mess on the already installed carpet. Just a little pro tip from a not so pro guy. All right, son. Golly, I would be so excited right now if I wasn't so tired. Tell you what. Well, somebody told me to stop saying this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You ready? Ta-ta-ta. We have got everything wrapped up. I got one more day here, tomorrow, and it is for carpet base. We got to put on some carpet base. This wall, right around the front of that, right over here on the front of that, and then down that side. It's like a little less than 200 feet of base. I think it's like 180 feet of base. No big deal, but it's going up and down all these stairs. I shouldn't say down. Sorry, jarring the camera like crazy. It's going up or down, whichever way you want to look at it. Anyway, camera's all fuzzy there. Anyway, it's going up that, so there's gonna be a whole bunch of 45s there. Let me stop this and see if I can't make my camera look better. But anyway, I was super happy to get all of those things into place. That's all the boxes we did there. That's how they come together and just make steps go all the way around. So, oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Let's come over here. I said that I had the carpet base and I got a little bit of cove base left to do. Again, somebody else is doing quarter round, so I don't have to do that. I had a trim guy in here the other day looking at everything. So, right here, I got this much base left, cove base left. And then over there, right over there at that exit sign, I got another room just like this to run cove base in. Oh, look at this. See on my finger right there? So yesterday, right down there, there's some speakers in the riser right there. And there was nothing there to staple to. It was just a flap and it kept trying to fall down. So I squeezed some hot glue in it and folded the carpet under there to squeeze it. And when I was reaching up there with the hot melt glue gun, I squeezed the trigger on it and the hot glue come out right on my finger. I snatched my hand back because it hurt and wiped it, and it just wiped my skin right off. Just super fast. Anyway, we got, look at here, still working. We got 4 more steps right here to do, and then we will be done with all of these. This is what we've done today. These 2 sets of steps right here, and then also the stationary steps right there and right there. Without them in the way, I had to do the side of them right there in that seam and the side of them right there in that seam. That way, when those steps are not there, it's finished off. So I've done that as soon as I got here this morning, and then got started on the steps over there that I just showed you. So anyway, I'm super happy to be this close. Again, just a wee bit. Oh, I forgot to mention too, I got one more thing I forgot to mention. You're gonna be like, man, you're gonna be there another week. You keep mentioning stuff. You keep forgetting and mentioning stuff. Well, it really ain't that big of a deal. Just a couple transitions is all. Just a couple transitions, no big deal at all. Right here, see this room right here gets cove base. And transition right there. Transition right there. And one more doorway over there for transitions over there. But anyway, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. What a job, what a job. So, when I am completely done, I will do a little video telling all the cons, all the pros, what I liked, what I didn't like, everything that went wrong, all the problems on the job. I've been pretty positive about the whole thing, not let nothing really aggravate me. But there was definitely some issues that I will talk about and fill you guys in. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in to the Daily Grind. Until tomorrow. Oh, speaking of Daily Grind, I've been really disappointed on this job with my daily grinds. They've not even been daily grinds. I'll stop walking until I finish this. They've pretty much been daily updates. I don't like that. People said they enjoyed watching the progress and stuff like that, but that's definitely not what this channel is about. It's time to get back. You know, when I started these daily grinds, I was doing jobs and I was like, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And you explained my job pretty daggone detailed, so there was some education in it. It's gotten way out of control on this job. Again, they're just updates. Gotta stop that. That's not what this. I have it. I consider my channel an educational channel. It's not just a hangout place or anything like that. I do what I do on this channel, do these videos and stuff like that to help people, to educate them in flooring and stuff like that. So that's the whole reason for the channel, is to help people make their job easier, better ways to do things. Okay, that's the whole reason for this, is to help people in the flooring trade. So definitely going to get back to that. Anyway, here we go. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Daily Grind. Until tomorrow, FBSB's out.